Hi, witches, was be this White Raven over here, and today's Wednesday, so happy Magic Wednesday to all of you guys. Today's Wednesday, February 15th. Today is the birthday of somebody very special to me. Today is the birthday of my beautiful grandma. She's been deceased for many years, but she's one of my spirits. She's one of my helpers, and I want to wish her a happy birthday because she's always with me, and I wanted to share that with you guys. Next, pretties. I've been missing you so much. So much. It's been about 3 weeks since last time we talked, and I was just dying to talk to you guys and say hi, how you doing? I miss you so much in my vacation. I'm dying to start doing all of our spells and just get right into it right away. I'm going to be working with a spell. It's going to be a loan spell. I think I shared that with you guys last time when we talked last time. I spent many hours today reading most of your messages in Witches Lair and in my YouTube channel. There are two topics that I want to address with you today. It's going to be just a conversation, this video. Now, I'm also going to tell you the things that we're going to need for our next spell on the loan. Another spell that I want to share with you guys is child protection, because that is something that you guys have also request. And I think it's important that I share something like that with you guys. However, this loan one is something I want to do for me. And I want to share with you guys. I want to show you guys something. I got this yesterday. I got all these really pretty glasses, wine glasses from my little Romeo. And they all have like a little beautiful quote. This one says, "Every love story is beautiful, but ours is my favorite." So he gave me a little box with little wine glasses, and they'll have little messages. How adorable is that? That was my Valentine, you guys. If you guys have been following me in YouTube channel, you guys probably know a little bit of my love story. So, loving wise, I'm good. I'm really good. So I hope you guys are too. Anyways, two things that I want to talk to you guys about today, because I think it's really important that I share this with you guys. Number one, differences. The differences of between us, the people that we love. Differences. And let me explain what I'm trying to say with this. I'm a witch. I practice witchcraft. Duh, you guys all know that. But you guys also know that my parents are very religious. My parents are very Christian. As a matter of fact, my dad was a minister for 25 years of Protestant church. So you guys know that I just came back from vacation with my parents, and this is what I want to share with you guys. And now, there's a very big difference between people that you love and you have differences with, and people that you don't give a shit about, and they want to impose whatever it is that they think into you. Okay? So I spent 2 weeks with my family, with my dad, my mom, my sisters, and my brother, nephews, and everybody. I mean, I spent all these weeks with people that I really love, and all of them have a different perspective when it comes to religion and relationship with the way I see things. Meaning, I'm a witch, I practice witchcraft, and they are all very religious. Like Christian religious. One of the persons that I spent some time with is a very devoted Catholic woman, and she's so beautiful. She's so awesome. She's so badass, and she's very devoted to the Virgin Mary. And then you have my mom and my dad that are Protestant, and they're very devoted to Jesus and everything that has to do with Holy Spirit and stuff like that. I honestly believe that if this was the burning times, you'll probably be burning me. However, I love them. They're my parents. What I'm trying to say with this, what is it that I want to try to transmit right here with this conversation with you guys? If you are in the same situation that I am, you need to remember always to be the better person. Okay? As it is, my parents don't know 100% what I do, but I know they do. They just don't want to think about it. They just don't think about it. I think it makes them suffer, and that makes me really sad. So when I'm with them, I always try to I'm not going to impose what I believe into them. I'm not going to always try to be contrary to what they're saying. I don't like to argue when I'm with them because it does not matter. I need to enjoy my time with my family. I have them in my life for a short period of time. And eventually my parents are getting old. My father, as a matter of fact, is sick. So I don't want to get involved in any kind of argument, especially over religion. It's something really stupid. Again, this is people I love. This is people that I love, and they love me so much in return. But we just have that little difference, right? I practice one thing when it comes to religion, and I'm a witch, and they are very Christian. When you are with your family and you're spending vacation with them, you're spending a holiday with them, it could be Christmas, it could be Thanksgiving, it could be your birthday, it could be anything. Always try to be the better person. Always try to be the bigger person. If they want to share with you about their religion, just listen to them. It says, yeah, think that. I'll read about it. Yes, thank mom. I'll think about it. Or yes, mom, you're absolutely right. Even when I'm with them, I even change my terms. Like if I am doing spells like really hard on something, I'm not going to tell, yeah, mom, I've been working this with magic a lot. Why would I do that? I can always say, yeah, mom, I've been praying really hard to God for this wish that I have. And especially if they're elderly people, there is no point and there's not necessity for you to be arguing with them your point of view. This is your family. This is family that loves you. A lot of the times, if they're elderly people, they're not going to change their ways, and it's imprinted in them trying to convert you all the time. That's part of being Christian. That's what Christianity do. They need to convert other people. And yeah, we do know how annoying that is, and we get really upset when we get people preaching at us. If it's people from the outside, people that you do not care anything about, then just go right ahead and say thank you for your preaching, but let's just stop this right here. But when it's your mom and your dad, just listen to it, just agree with it, and just make them happy. Because you know what? Their time in this earth and the time with you is probably very limited, and one day they're not going to be here with you anymore, and you're going to look back at those moments that instead of being arguing with them, you could have been having just a great time. It makes me really sad because part of the Christian religion is make these people believe that, for example, me, that I don't believe in the same thing they believe, I'm already condemned and I'm going to go to hell. So I try to ease their pain, maybe to say it like that, and try to get them away from that line of thought by just agreeing with them, just about talking about God and Jesus with them and stuff like that. Because it cost me nothing to do that. It cost me nothing to make my parents happy. It makes no difference to me just to be there and say, yeah, mom, you're right. Yeah, no problem. You know? And this is why I share in other videos that you really need to respect other people's religion. Like right now, for example, one of my sisters don't have me in Facebook. And it's not because what I post, but it's because what my friends from Facebook post in my posts, right? And they like to criticize and mock other religion. I made a video the other day precisely on this, and I had to cut and eliminate friends from my Facebook page because the only thing they do is mock the Christian religion or the Muslim religion, any kind of religions, and I do not agree with that. I don't agree with that. We all have the right to worship whoever it is that we need to worship. Okay? So again, when you're with your family members and you are in some kind of like family reunion, leave differences behind, okay? And always try to be the better person. Sometimes it's really hard because sometimes people get very insulting. Again, trying to be the better person and the bigger person, you want to eliminate hostile conversations, okay? So that's just my 20 cents on that. Now, the other topic that I wanted to discuss with you is something that is a little bit annoying and is completely different to what I'm talking right now. So, I come from a Spanish country, and a few of you guys maybe will get mad at me or will disagree with me because I am talking about this with you guys. But I come from a Spanish country in which in my country, they practice a lot of Santeria. Okay. And it's been my experience that every time I sit down with somebody that comes from that religion, or if I sit down with a padrino or with a santero, a lot of the times things that they tell me is this bad stuff is happening to you, you have to work it. Okay. No more inhibitions, okay? So I'm just going to tell you how I feel, okay? I'm a bit, it's tiring when you are with people and you have friends that keep going to santeros and they keep telling them, or voodoo priests or voodoo priestess, and they keep telling them, you are work, you have been work, somebody's working you, somebody cursed you. And then the thing is that every time somebody tells you something like that, you get so obsessed about the fact that somebody's working you, that every single bad thing that is happening to you at that particular moment in life, then you link it to somebody working you. And you guys need to understand that a lot of the times when you go to a santero or a voodoo priest or something like that, this is what they do for living people. They charge you to help you clean up. Okay? So I have a friend that wrote to me the other day. It's like, hey, Boy Raven, I'm sharing this with you because you're the only person that I share. I'm sorry, you're the only person that I trust to share this with. But a friend told my friend to tell me that somebody's doing something really bad to me. They're working me with magic. And I wrote her back, said, well, what do you think this is happening to you? She's like, well, it kind of makes sense because all these bad things are happening to me. So I think this is really actually happening. Listen, life is not perfect, guys. Otherwise, I will be in a castle right now. And I'll be the happiest person in the world. But you know what? I have situations, and as much as I work my magic towards my situations, and as much as I try to do good, and as much as I try to project, and as much as I try to decree, and as much as I could be meditating, and as much as I do protection spells, and as much as I do prosperity spells, shit happens. Life is not perfect. And me as a witch cannot make it perfect even if I want to. I can make it the best I can. But I cannot make it perfect because in this life we all have a price to pay for something that we've done. And we have to evolve. And we have to overcome. And we have to grow. And we have to get wise. And if life was perfect, you will not reach that level of enlightenment. Okay? So yeah, sadly we have to go through some suffering in life because that is a learning process. What I'm trying to say with all this, you guys need to discern because a lot of the times all this happens for you to get hooked on what they're telling you, and then so you have to start going to them so they can do services for you and they start charging you because this is what they do. Sometimes I even believe that they do it genuinely, that they keep seeing the bad in people because they always want to help. But understand that I don't think it is always necessarily true. So I asked my friend, so what do you think you're being cursed? She doesn't know. She have no idea why she's being cursed. So I'm a witch. I don't need to pay anybody to curse anybody. I know how to curse people. But you know what happened? When I curse anybody, there's a price for me to pay. Like if I send a curse out there and I say dark magic out there, it's going to come back and it's going to pass me the bill. So every time I do darker magic and I'm going to bind somebody or banish somebody, I need to understand that I'm going to pay the price. Therefore, I'm not going around cursing people because ultimately I'm going to have to pay for it too. It's like when you have a credit card and you keep taking things with your credit card, and then you see your fucking bill, and shit, I took a little bit too much. So you learn not to fuck with your credit cards, right? So people do not live their life, witches do not live their life just cursing people left and right just because. So again, there's some people out there, there's some santeros out there, paleros out there, voodoo priestess and priests, my friends that practice spiritism that are genuine, that they really want to help the fellow humans. And they deserve to get paid for that, people, because they put a lot on the line in order to help you. They do a lot of work for them, for protection, for cleaning, in order to do any kind of job for you. So yes, they're entitled, and you know what? Magic stuff are it's very expensive, very expensive. I have shared with you guys. Sometimes a few little oils I spend over $100. So a lot of the magical things that we use are extremely expensive. Sometimes we have to order them from very far away. Sometimes they're very hard to get. So you go through a lot of trouble to do these jobs for somebody else. But at the same time, understand that a lot of people out there, especially on the web, they just tell you that something bad is happening to you because they want to make money out of you. So you really need to discern. You really need to think inside of you. Why would this girl will be cursing me right now? What is in it for her? She's not even seeing me anymore. She lives, I don't know where. I haven't seen her like in 15 years. This is just an example. I don't know where she's at. She probably completely forgot about me. Why would she be cursing me right now? Why would she be wasting her time cursing me? Right? And then you have other situations that you need to take more seriously. Let's say somebody from work, you go to somebody and they said, you know what, you have somebody at work that is working you with magic. Maybe the person is not working you with magic, but the person is working you with their evil thoughts, with their evil wishes, and is always sending you negative stuff towards you. So in that case, you need to learn how to protect yourself, and maybe a santero, maybe some voodoo priest can help you out with that. But you need to learn how to help yourself. Otherwise, you're going to be depending on witches all the time for everything. This is precisely why I share with you guys all these spells, for you guys to learn how to do it yourself. I know people that do everything through a witch, through a santero, through a palero, through a voodoo priestess, through any kind of magical person, a shaman, a Wiccan, whoever it is. I know people that do their entire life contacting magic. I don't think it's necessary, and I think it's your responsibility to learn how to protect yourself. You should not depend on what the witch is going to tell you all the time, because you're going to be that person's puppet. Okay? If you really are sure that you're being worked by a witch, I shared with you guys a spell in my videos. I was going to tell you how to send back a curse. And a question that I need to address when it comes to that, when you are doing the spell of sending curses back to their senders, you are acting as a mirror, as a reflector, as a bouncing person of property. That spell is going to come to you, is going to bounce back. You're not sending anything. They are sending that to you and you're reflecting it back. You're not resending it, or you're not sending anything. You simply are not receiving it, and it goes back to the sender. So no, there's no bad karma, there's no ill anything that's coming for you because you're cursing the person back. Because you're not cursing the person back, you're just merely sending back, acting as a bouncing force. Okay? So protect yourself. That's what you're supposed to do, instead of going to a witch all the time and having to pay. And then the moment that you don't have money, you're completely lost and you're completely desperate because, oh my God, these curses are going to work on me. Okay? So I just wanted you to know that. Now, done with that. The last thing that I'm going to share with you guys today is the ingredients that we're going to be needing for our loan video. I think it's really cool. I think it's going to be very easy to perform. I'm taking this from Silver Raven Wolf Abundance little book. This book is really good. Silver Raven have a few of them. She has a love one, a protection one, and a prosperity one. Abundance. I love her little book. So we're going to do, to get a bank loan, that's the one that we're going to do, and these are the things that we're going to be needing in this one. You just need a small bowl with water. Make sure it's glass. I will just do glass. You need 5 yellow floating candles. 5, the little floating ones. You can get that at the 99 cents. 1 yellow rose, 5 mint leaves. You get that at the supermarket. Piece of paper with the bank's name, and change for $1. They tell you to do the change of $1 from the bank that you get in the loan. Nowadays, a lot of places where you get loans are not even banks; they're just places that they give you loans. So you could be more symbolic when it comes to that. If you just want to put money in there and you want to charge them and transmit the energy of you thinking that that money comes from that bank, you can do it that way. That's exactly how I'm going to do it, because the place that I'm going to go are not going to give me change for $1. So those are the things that you're going to be needing. 5 yellow floating candles, 1 yellow rose, coins, change for $1, however you want to do it, and also a glass bowl. And that's what we're going to be doing. That is going to be extremely easy. Try to get the papers from the loan. Nowadays, things are done in the computer online. So even if you go to the bank, they're just going to fill everything up in the computer. So things are changing. So we're going to have to change the way we do spells too. So you can be imaginative. Okay, blessed be your wishes. This is White Raven over here. It has been awesome talking to you. And I'll be doing this spell. I'm going to buy the ingredients today. So I'm probably going to be doing this spell tomorrow. And I'll be sharing this with you guys. It is awesome. Always awesome talking to you. I have missed you so very much. And remember, always be the better person around the people that you're with. And be very smart, discerning when you really are being worked with magic. Okay, do not depend always on what the witch tells you and what the fortune teller tells you. Learn how to use divination tools. Buy yourself a deck of tarot cards and learn how to read them. Or, ask for discern and meditate and think about things. It's not always what they tell you, okay, guys? Don't leave that life like a junkie of witches, all right? There are moments that are very necessary. There are moments that are legit, very important in our lives. But also, don't become a junkie of magic, all right? It's always awesome talking to you, witches. This is White Raven over here. Until tomorrow, stay wicked. Bye. Be good. Nah.